То есть, смотри, на третий день... Ну да, самая малость, да. На третий день я выбил Мону. Дальше, получается, у меня все персонажи были ивентовые. А ты уже тоже в Инадзуме, кстати? Уже проходишь ее, да? Молодец какой. Я так и знал, что ты скажешь, да. А если я скажу тебе, кстати, что... А если... Кстати, вот у меня к тебе вопрос. А если я сейчас скажу, что у меня есть борода, ты скажешь мне, да? Не, ну думаю, за 20 дней я все-таки смогу каким-нибудь образом эти проклятые... А, Чингачгука. Понятно. Я, кстати, Яньфэй выбил. И 2 оружки. Спасибо. Надо, кстати, их слить. Одно оружко в другое оружко, типа пробудить, ну знаешь. А у меня 50-й уже. Да, кстати, я же забыл, что можно купить у одного чувака рыбу. Там был продавец рыбы сразу у первого же этого. Типа... Нет, ну в этом. Стоп, а чё, в Инадзуме нельзя? Какие штуковины? Нет, я же то... Я выключил стрим и вышел из игры сразу, как только попал в Инадзуму. Ну, думаю, я за 20 дней... Я думаю, за 20 дней я как-нибудь смогу эти проклятые 16 круток набить. Стоп, а разве в ивентовых персонажах можно выбить оружие? Так, вот детали. Давай сейчас глянем. Там вроде бы только персонажи падают. Базовый шанс получения. Включено. Нет, чувак, здесь только вот персонажи, да? И... Ну, тут можно выбить только персонажей в ивентовом баннере. Также я... О чем ты? О чем ты? О баннере с Комиссата Аякой. Тут только персонажи выбивать. Здесь нельзя выбить и оружие пятизвездное. Нажимаешь, короче, такую магическую кнопку детали. Прокручиваешь вниз, там показывается, типа, шанс выпадения пятизвездных там. Сейчас. А оружие нельзя. Бред полный. Только, блин, пришел, да. Поиграть здесь. Сразу людей так в хате. Такс. А где у меня здесь миссия-то? Беседа БРОСЫ. Стоп. Кто? Пройдите регистрацию. А где Тома? Я заметил уже, да. Спасибо.
You must be... Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. My apologies, but I'll have to ask...
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What?
I just wanted to see what you'd say.
I see. Okay. Your papers are...
So...
The Outlander Affairs agent, they only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through.
Sheesh.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else, as the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku, not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency.
Я тут как бы диалоги слушаю, чувачок.
Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma,
Мне тебя жаль,
responsible for
чувак.
growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Жаль тебя, чувачок.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency? Both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a press?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total.
Paimon wasn't so much question.
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of...
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
Thank you ever so... But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too.
That's not how you haggle. By all means, bargain the price.
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma.
Much obliged.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600?
Самая разная еда.
Something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here.
Так, слэп, 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 слэп. Нос, ничего кроме.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. The processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So it becomes a question of how... So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck...
Then you milk them for a...
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this close nation era, there's very little... The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves. That's how the International Trade Association...
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests. The association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an outlet.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, after all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe. Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know.
Really? Wow, the Rito Fixer is better connected.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have. Connections come at a high price. You understand? No, no. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking
Нет,
about more.
не хочу спойлеров, не надо.
Хорошо.
In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the international recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can... The head of the association is called Carisio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
А не боишься потом их все потерять и не найти?
Боюсь
Что не надо?
потом не найти.
Ну вот об этом я и говорю. Здорово.
А чего у тебя микро?
Микро не тихое. Здесь так людей много. Я в основном все слушаю диалоги, так что я нормально. Тут человек пишет еще. Такс. Да. Статуи Сёгуна. Сёгуна. Ну да.
Кстати, данжа нет, походу. А, есть. 1, 2, 3 данжа.
Не, ну с таким количеством данжей едва ли можно стать данжен мастер.
Катка очень маленькая, наверное, будет.
Не представляю, как Вен там смог стать настолько великим. Всего 3 данжа.
Знаешь, мы ждали столько месяцев, чтобы увидеть такую маленькую. Какие-то, которые почти ни хера нет. Хотя говорят, что на ней можно заработать 20к максимум. Да.
Чего? Что?
Реально 20 тысяч примагемов.
Чуть мне кажется, здесь развод.
Реально такая маленькая, да?
Чтобы заработать такое количество примусов, там Там, видать, они просто на всей карте должны валяться.
Прикинь, новая карта, не знаю, будет считать и такой островочек, покрытый домами. Первая миссия, это все, нет, просто все, уходи. Не знаю, больше не знаю, больше не
Кстати, чувак, я недавно разобрался в этом, в системе этих артефактов. Теперь у меня в итоге нася сейчас крит урон 127 и шанс крита 45%. Опа.
кринжа, начинал. Ладно.
Jumpy Dumpty go! Boing boing boom! Pew! Sparks and flash! Blazing delight! Blow them all up! La la la! Da da da!
Пока что
What
на
did you
зарядку,
use that
планшетик.
for? What did you use that for?
Фак.
Gene, they're picking on me! I feel kind of woozy.
Сука, он 2 часа спит.
I feel kind of woozy. Yay, I did it! Oh,
Наверное, он не проснется.
Ну да.
yay, I did
У
it!
меня аккаунт.
Oh, wait. No, I didn't. I want to go home now. It was an accident. No fair. That really hurt. Clee can help. Ta-da! Clee is here. Yeah, let's go on a big...
Тут, кстати, в озвучивание добавили с элементальных навыков и...
Что?
Ну, знаешь, когда используешь навыки, взрыв стихии и прочее, там персонажи говорят, вот это озвучивание добавили.
Boring.
Я еще
Useless.
Не, ну посмотри вот в озвучивании.
озвучивание, когда они используют реакцию.
Нет, вот о персонаже озвучивание.
Ща гляну, потом надо сцена пойдет.
Useless. Here. Worthless. Disappear. Evil conquering. Lament.
Сцена
Shut it.
у моей главной героини.
Жалко.
Потом она
Shut it. Prepare to die, fool. Good. Is this retribution? The day has finally come. Impossible. That's it? That's it? Get out of my way. You called? You called? Evil shall be dispersed. Conquering demons is what I do.
Кстати, получается, добавили вроде эти фразы на низком уровне ХП.
они вроде всегда были. Да, Кли плачет. Подумай, Меня
Не, ну на низком уровне ХП вот вообще разве было? Было вроде только повержено.
What did you use
было.
that for?
Да,
Gene,
она вот
they're
урон
picking
наносит,
on
либо не
me. I
наносит.
feel kind of woozy.
Так, куда мне
Yay, I
заходить?
did it. I will...
Ты о чем?
Ну, там прям озвучить.
В общем,
Hello there.
вот
Refuge with
в...
the International Trade
Ну вот,
Association.
понял. Там есть
Under affairs
о
agency
персонаже.
check you for
Ну,
all
знаешь,
your
где там
work, I
артефакты,
suppose.
вот. Прокачивать самого персонажа. Вот там о персонаже. Озвучивание. И там будет.
Реально добавили. Понятно.
Ah, good. That's a relief.
We heard the association...
Yes. Left,
The Sakoku decree...
but it's not the root cause of our woes. No. Those Mora grubbers.
Oh, of the...
That's right. They imposed
Sure, that.
astronomical tax rate. They just issued a new tax decree.
Pistol Nero.
Something that eventually one of the older Liyue merchants. So, in order to pay our taxes, but then we found we'd only now there's a exactly. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens, we've tried communicating with the but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the Montaigne, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Awful. You really, what do you think we should do?
Чё не разрешил? Кстати, появились саженцы растений в этом, в чайнике. Что с тобой?
But Chris is the head of the association. Even he hasn't had any luck. Nothing.
Right.
Okay.
I've actually done business with him in the past. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since
Got it. We're on. If you want to take fun at great minds, then look no further than
Так, что у нас тут?
Scry the sky.
Меня посылают из одного места в другое и говорят с кем-то побазарить.
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals?
В общем, это кстати по семенам. С помощью электричества их можно собрать.
Забавно.
Да. Да. Такие кружки летающие.
So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business.
Водочка, привет. Давно не виделись. Пойду-ка я...
Здорово. Кстати, тут гениальная фраза. Кто такие вопросы спрашивает? Если так говорят, вроде задают вопрос. О, хорошо, Данил.
Новые мобы. Ответ поменяли.
Trade secret. Got it? You know what?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. They're wasting their time. The price that...
Hey, what?
Get out of here. Go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place. And they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't...
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea.
Добавляю.
Что тут там? Почти пока показывает.
getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by. But I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
В подземелье. Ну, как я помню, в подземелье нельзя кидать запрос. Ты можешь это... когда закончишь подземелье, меня вот добавишь. Я не тебе, тут Данил Фермер.
You're saying he used to be a member of...
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business. When Inizuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of outlanders that... The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him. But over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
Фатуи?
Да, есть.
Хорошо.
So he left...
I'm sure it's more nuanced.
Really? Is that a...
Well then, it sounds like you may have...
Окей, вопросов нет. Просто добавишь, Данил, и мы поиграем потом. Кстати, если ты через телефон будешь играть, можешь скачать PlayStation App. Его, я говорю Данилу, чувак, не тебе.
Я знаю, просто я тихо говорю.
Ну, так вот, скачаешь PlayStation App, а после...
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about... Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the the scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back. Oh, my hometown, the home of free... So, huh? What is it?
Just close your eyes already!
You mean the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves, the calls of the merchants. Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Leela Harper.
Leela.
Чтобы сбагрить этому ложку из Ливы. А, вот. Пусть.
Лучше бы забрал.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it. You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free?
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it, so I caved. Those people, they'd make the... Statters look like the worst people in the world. All right, I'll tell you the whole story.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them. I can't show my...
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, so come on, get it.
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortion. I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on. Evidence? You're right. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same... As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Really? Well, then there's no time to...
Кстати, заметил, да? То, что тут как бы люди не могут выбраться из Надзумы. Хотя там куча порталов. Вроде как и по сюжету это самый... Вроде как и по сюжету это тоже телепорты. У меня вроде 200. С лишним.
Нет, слишком много, а в принципе должен видеть на Аяку. Да.
На Аяку? Ты о чем?
Ну да.
А, там появятся эти.
Too close! That's too close! You'll notice this. It's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
Так. Я пока что не собирал. Понял?
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the trade association.
Стоп. А, добавлю сейчас в друже. Данил.
Друзья. Реально дружно.
И просмотреть информацию.
Ко мне не написал. Пароль больше не написал за раз.
Ты, кстати, заметил, там в магазин добавили лунную призму. В ось хаоса. Ну, лунную призму добавили. А, кристальную. И ось хаоса в магазине предметов. А, да, обновится через 10 дней.
What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us! Too close! It's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Конечно, вот моменты с этой с попытками скрыться от кого-то, от чьих-то глаз, здесь просто прекрасные. Человек тебя заметил, да, и ты убегаешь в спешке просто. Мне кажется, это прекрасно.
Знаешь, такой... Ты такой сидишь, кушаешь бургер, а тебя подозревают, что ты следишь за кем-то.
Нет, ну ты вот проходил вот это задание, да, типа, нужно за ним идти, следить, и вот...
Я уже далеко зашел, кажется.
Понятно. То есть за час примерно, да, игры? Что-то игра залагала. А, она просто грузилась. Да там игра просто грузилась.
What could he be doing?
It looks like he buried...
Там он что-то закопал, возможно, это закладка.
Реально, по факту.
Неужели?
Whoa, it's a ledger.
Шайба снюса? А, нет, книга учет. Казалось.
Boring! I thought that he'd hidden the big hole more.
А ты думал, там Герыч?
А там просто снюс.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and...
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
Па-ба-бам. Пам-пам.
I'll...
Huh?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
А тебя, может, отвели?
Would die, huh?
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. And who are you? Another...
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone.
Huh? Is this true?
You've been swindling us!
Well,
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How...
so you think you can use this against me, do you?
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure Commission members won't blame you once word...
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
Ёбаный рот этого казино, блядь. Ни минуты покоя. Лапшу варить надо, бля. Такой бред.
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if
Видать,
no
опять
illustrious
придется
gentlemen such as yourself
заканчивать
were to
стрим
have
и
their reputation
уваливать.
tarnished.
Да, я уже успею пройти.
Well, even if...
I believe you still have a quad. Perhaps that crystal...
Is that a
Do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get...
not even in
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so...
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare...
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost.
A helping hand. The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you...
Oh, and you dare to utter the commissioner's name. You outland. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at head...
Uh-oh. This is...
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve...
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission. Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business...
Of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady...
Чё это такое? Утка какая?
of our clan some... You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun,
Там
would you?
какая-то, блин, картинка была, хз.
Да это просто пост на фотографии.
That fan. The Shirasagi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay.
But, Chief!
Enough. We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
А почему?
Thank you so much, Toma.
Другой чувак ответил, ну,
But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Ну 20 гигов, чувак.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome.
Мне писалось
If
28.
there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the traveler. She's the one who found a way to turn things around. If nothing else, I'm
понимаю.
Shh, not here. Too many people listen.
Жесть. Может 30. Ой, ты хочешь.
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are. All right. It's time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know? Straight to the point. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi...
Keeping your true identity. So, yes,
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka,
Я
also known as the Shirasagi Himigimi.
надеюсь, то, что смогу выбить Аяку, а не какого-то там чмошника.
seems like she
Дилюк.
super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Пользователь лектор оба использовал и сам появилась.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayata. Despite the fact that he's the current head of the... I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend. You're asking the right questions. Firstly, you should know...
Still pretty good.
Well, Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention, that is, that you have
Change the
in the test I gave you earlier. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws. With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree. That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were Yes, of course. I completely understand and...
Thomas sure didn't.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose that... Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. Good luck.
И что?
Thomas not such a bad guy, huh? We should get going.
Ах, полюбас, чувак.
Да, точно, ты красава раскрытый, просто мы не понимаем.
У нее какие волосы там?
Длинные вроде.
Чувак. Ты про что?
Про Футабу.
Про Футабу откуда?
Из деревни Конда.
Так она же не похожа ни хрена.
Почему? Откуда ты знаешь, если ты там не был?
Потому что у Футабы из персоны длинные рыжие волосы.
Я знаю. Просто имя Футаба. Чё? Клово.
Huh? What's up? Oh, what? So, did Toma forget that too? Oh, darn it! Soon as we...
По любасу отцу. Проверяй, чем прёт.
Ну, я получил 30 примусов.
Как много!
Да, я сам в шоке. Завидую молча. Завидую молча, завидую молча.